It is a very good historical site because it's been here for nearly like 900 years or something. Every bit you look at it actually looks like an area of time. The schools, pauperies, hospitals, tanneries. You have to know the history to understand this building a little bit.
We were faced with some difficult choices about what to do with the building. It is in a fairly out-of-the-way place. We had lots of repair work to do to it, and along came the Marlowe Theatre with a project to revive it, which was brilliant.
I remember really vividly coming into this space for the first time and being kind of blown away by this hidden gem in the centre of Canterbury. I instantly thought of all the potential of bringing young people into contact with this really inspirational space. So one of the first things we did here with our youth company and our community groups was create 2 new productions of Afro-Ben plays. So much was imposed upon the space in some of those early bits of project, completely throwing that out of the window with something like Heart of Darkness, where actually people were invited into the space and explore the building as the Heart of Darkness. We realised that doing less and imposing less on a building like this is more powerful. And then alongside that, obviously, we created our exhibition on our 3 radical writers, on Afro-Ben, on Christopher Marlowe and Joseph Conrad, all who have specific links with the city. An escape room into one of the most known parts of Christopher Marlowe's biography, his death, solving riddles and puzzles in different ways. And also hosting performances in this space. One of the most successful things we've had in here is our monthly poetry slam with Lickety Spit.
So many people had no idea what it was like. And then you'd open the door and it'd be like the great hall with the lights and the stage, and you just see people's faces light up, and you really sort of could feel the sense of stories that had happened there before. Did you see how the tannery weathered hides? Rubbing animal skin in fat, dung and brains, I guess they clocked early on the power of sticking your hands in memories and processing remains.
And another thing we did was develop a carousel of workshops for schools, exploring all of the different creative elements of this space. So testing, what did schools want from us as a theatre and as a heritage location? What was it that we could help to enhance those teachers' learning and those young people's experience at school?
Having somewhere like the Kit, I mean, it brings history alive, doesn't it? You come here and it has, it's been open to the public, but I don't think any of our children ever came here. But now you've got an opportunity to go somewhere that's got real history, that's part of their lives, and it's just had a profound effect on our young people. Theatre allows people to problem solve, it allows them to make mistakes and then to get through that and to develop resilience with working as a group. It means that people can have confidence.
Blow your... Oh, God.
Alright, what happens? You made a mistake.
I think it's brilliant to be able to come in a fantastic old building like this with so much history right in the centre of Canterbury. It's become a really important educational resource for us. They feel it's one of their teaching spaces now almost, because they're used to coming here and they feel really comfortable, and they know that every time they come here they're going to have a really good time.
Collaboration is at the heart of theatre, and collaboration is at the heart of this project, being able to work really closely with schools, working with our FE college to look at how we can develop skills in young people and create a pathway into industry.
Everything we do is about the student's destination, and those skills they've learned along with the Marlowe, those professional engagements, that employer engagement is so important.
All of this activity was taking place here, so the number of people experiencing it and enjoying it multiplied, by 10. Having done that, we've had to kind of regroup and say, okay, if there's a long-term future for the Kit, what would it be? And it was actually young people who told us what to do, in that they said, no, we love this building. This is our building.
I used to think that heritage buildings were just old buildings full of nothing. But this building, the Kit, it's home. The old feeling inspires you.
It's like it was made in Shakespeare's time. It's like I'm here and I've got him right here, hello.
I know a lot about Canterbury history, and then when you come here to the building, when you do the plays and the literature we read, you feel very rooted.
What I love is that now young people go around this space and talk about the things that they've done in it. Now it's a real sense of ownership for them, that they belong in this space. And through this project, we've taken them around the spaces, highlighted things in the architecture of the space, and told them the story of this building and its many different uses over time.
There was things here like
people's stories.
Like life never stops in this building.
Yeah.
And what was exciting is as we started to kind of ask the young people what they thought the connections were with these spaces, all those different things the young people told us the connection was community.
So for a very short period it's owned by one person, and then it becomes what? It becomes a bit more of a...
It becomes the community building that is used by... Yeah.
We've been working with young people on a project that we're calling Youth Voice, making sure that they are at the centre of everything we do, giving them the opportunity to really give us their views, and that included talking to architects and heritage consultants and really entering into those conversations with real professionalism and questions and confidence.
When we were talking to Sara, there was lots of interaction. It was really fun to ask questions, and it was amazing because she knew the answer to all of them. And then Guy came in and he was talking to us about the architecture, and we could see the plans.
We are going through a big stakeholder consultation, asking our audiences what they think, and we felt that the best way to consult with the young people that we work with most closely, the Marlowe Youth Company, is to create an exploration of this space. We thought, well, actually, these young people are theatre makers. So let's take those responses, and we created a performance framework which has become a Youth Open Day.
And they have curated the tours that we are looking at during the Open Day. They are tours of this building in the past, present and the future.
Through its many costume changes, the main attraction has always been this space. Welcome to the Great Hall!
People would come round. I would do a bit of a performance about the Bridewell Boys.
You're performing all around the building, so it's a bit like, oh, we got to wait until someone comes in, because as soon as someone comes in, we've got to start the game, just like keep them engaged. And we had people come in, they were just like, yeah, how'd you play the game? And we were like, we're going to teach you. And they was always so like enthusiastic.
They have that added swagger because they know what this building is, what it was and what it could be.
At first I was nervous for them to ask questions, and then they asked questions, I was kind of getting into it, and I was thinking back to the sessions and I was like, yeah, I know this.
It's just such an amazing opportunity to really have our voices heard and be really part of a change, to really be able to make a difference to some place so special.
Celebrate the present. Please listen to what we have to say.
An inspiring future.
Just imagine.
By opening up this space, we've hopefully given people an insight into the past of this amazing building, but also some ambitions for the future and what we want to achieve by opening this space up more to the public.
We want to establish it as the KIT, the Marlowe's Learning Centre, but also with a heritage offer that we can open up to everybody.
It's so steeped in history, and it's had a lot of kind of alterations over time. And some of them may not have been the most sympathetic to its listing. And I just felt that there was this marvellous opportunity to take the building back to its essence. What we'll end up with, hopefully, is a diversity of space for rehearsals, for young people, for youth theatre. But equally, the building has the opportunity to open itself to the public as well. And we're going to do that by creating a cafe here. Also, the Great Hall will make a wonderful venue space for events.
The years of the Pioneering Places project have really shown us the power of a local authority and a performing arts institution coming together with a regeneration agenda.
It's not just the regeneration of this building, but it's the regeneration of this part of the city, and certainly from my point of view that's what this project is also about. It's going to take a medieval building but make it work for the local community in a modern way.
It's worked really well in the pilot, so here we go on the next bit of the adventure.
So that's all the past, we don't forget about it, but it's time for the future to make it even better than it is now.
There are so many more stories to tell in this space, and young people and our community can be at the centre of telling those stories.